exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, James Harden moved past Larry Bird on the career points list. Harden said, passing one of the greatest ever is a great honor. I just got to continue to build because at the end of the day, I want my name to be mentioned with those greats. Well, it already is. Guys?
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. Here are the five for the Raptors. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. Young is out there with Barnes. And it's Anunoby in at the three, the small forward. And for the 76ers, Maxey out there with Harden. Then it's P. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Embiid in at the center, locking down the middle. And the battle for playoff position really at the forefront, Steve, of this game. Each team hoping to get any edge they can before the playoffs begin.
No doubt there's something extra at stake. The implications for the postseasons are big in this one.
Now, here's Maxey. 76ers moving the ball around. And Embiid gets it to go.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Here's Barnes. Young trying to break free, and that one's good, Barnes.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
There's the pass to Pete. Embiid trying to break loose.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. Poked loose. Down low. Over to the wing. Here's P. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. P's got his second basket of the night. First quarter, just over a minute played. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. The drive by Barnes. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Last time they met was in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Here's Barnes. After the made shot from P, drives to the hoop, and Thybulle sends it back.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Harden the pass to P, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Barnes. 9 points last game out.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And so here's Toronto, trailing by 10. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And it's good, 2 points. That's 12 points for P.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
Now, here is Harden. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. P passes to Harden. Here's P, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. P's got 14. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
And Toronto making a change here. Siakam's checked in. Here's Siakam after the made shot from P. Trent passes to Siakam. Trying to get something going, and the layup is good.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Pass to Maxey. To the middle. Harden outside. Pass to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. No good from P.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Van Vliet looking around. The kick out to Young. Now, here's Trent, guarded by Harden. The 76ers leading by 12. To the inside. P passes to Embiid. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded closely. Pass to Siakam. Yep, that one goes. Siakam's got his second basket of the night.
I mean, great hustle by Pascal Siakam, fighting for the board and making sure they convert.
Harden, that's good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Raptors trail by 14. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Trent passes to Van Vliet. Over Maxey. Raptors get it back.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now, here's Thibault. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Good. Covered by Siakam. 4 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Harden, no good. The Raptors shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Now Trent. Last game out he had 14. With the shot, it doesn't go for him. And so it's Philadelphia with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. The forwards are Anunoby and Siakam. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. And it's Birch in at the 5 spot. And the first one drops. And Steve, along with everything else he does, Van Vliet's effectiveness as a playmaker is key for this team.
It is, Kevin. He makes great reads, he makes the right pass, and he doesn't turn the ball over.
And so Van Vliet nails both of them. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season. And
with some changes. Achua, he's checked in for Kem Birch. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Barnes in for Trent. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, P in the last game against the Mavericks was terrific. He scored 40 points, and he was in a groove all game long from both the free throw line and behind the arc. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
just solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
14 feet away. No good from P. Raptors trail by 12. To the left wing. Here's Anunoby, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what you like about Anunoby is how efficient he's become. Good to great shot selection. Hits for a solid percentage from the field, from three, and from the line.
And that one misses.
And another efficiency of Anunoby's, he takes care of the rock.
And for a young player, you're right, GA, he makes very few mistakes. And if he does make a mistake, they don't pile up and become a problem. He just moves on to the next play.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for George Niang. And Maxey's subbed in for Shake Milton. Barnes kicks to Van Vliet. Over Thybulle. And the Raptors miss again. And it's Harden with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Here's Van Vliet. Hands the 12-footer.
A good shooter who can operate at different speed. Love when Fred is knocking down that mid-range jumper.
Here's Embiid. Toronto grabs the miss. 1:03 left now here in the second. To the paint. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Thaddeus Young.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
No good from P. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Barnes with it. Baseline jumper. And the shot is long.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait. But you can't blame him.
The dish to Embiid. Good. Covered by Achua. Inside. And the shot goes in from Embiid. Embiid's got 8 points.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Barnes with it. Van Vliet outside. For the three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from P in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
P out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Maxey. And it's Harden in at the 2-guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you. The 76ers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. That's good from P. Raptors trail by 10. Here's Barnes. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Barnes can't get it to go.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
No good from P.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Trent with it, now guarded by P, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
Toronto calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
It's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Then for the Raptors, Kem Birch is checked in for Young. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Barnes. Anunoby finds Birch. Here's Van Vliet. Rebound by the 76ers. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. He's checked in for Philadelphia. George Niang comes in for Korkmaz. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. Barnes comes in for Gary Trent. To the paint, Philadelphia moving the ball around. Good, covered by Barnes. No good from P. Barnes passes to Siakam. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. And 12 points for Siakam.
Big time move and a big night for Siakam, looking like a perennial all-star.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Green against Barnes. Now the pass to Boucher. Van Vliet on the wing. Knocks down the 3 ball. Van Vliet's got 7.
Fred's a bit of a streak shooter from out there, but when he's feeling it, he's deadly.
To the inside. Here's P. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nobody near Barnes. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Milton the pass to Pete. Harris, right side. Passes it to Pete. Back to Green. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's P. Rebound by the Raptors. Van Vliet's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the left side wing. Pass to Barnes. Over Milton. And it's off the back rim. No good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So the Raptors 5 right now. Barnes out there with Fred Van Vliet. Then it's Young. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Barnes passes to Boucher. Dishes it to Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big. That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game and just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Van Vliet on the wing. Floats one up. And Embiid pulls it down.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Good. He can't get that one. And Toronto will come the other way. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Barnes outside. Back to Anunoby. Here's Boucher. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Here we go. His second made from beyond the arc in the second half after having no such luck in the first.
Maxey passes to Embiid. To the middle. Here's P. Basket counts. And now it's up to 25 points for P.
And you have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
And the Raptors call time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Trent's checked in for Chris Boucher. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If you make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Now, here's Thibault. Defended by Young. P passes to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And that one's good. Thibault.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Good work there as it goes.
After putting up zeros in the first half, he is making up for it big time now.
Down low to the paint. Here's Embiid. Harden outside. Good. Covered by Barnes. And Embiid gets it to go.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Van Vliet outside. Now, here's Anunoby. They get a hand on it. One-on-one here. To the right side. Now, here's Maxey. Guarded closer. The pass to P. Thibault with the ball. He's guarded by Anunoby. Just 3 to shoot. From deep. No good from P.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Fred VanVleet.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Siakam is checked in for Barnes. Yep, it counts. He's got 6 here in this quarter.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Toronto calls timeout. You got to like what P has done in this game.
Good decision to regather. Talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
Now Trent. Driving inside. Over Embiid. And Embiid with the block. Passes it to Pete. Inside. Harden outside. From deep. Embiid trying to break loose. And Embiid throws it down.
Energy points from Embiid. Takes up lots of space at 7 feet 280 and just dominates the boards on both ends.
Now here's Trent, guarded by Harden. Trent passes to Siakam. Good on the shot.
I'll tell you, Siakam's earned these opportunities. He can get you buckets when you really need them.
Pass to Thibault. Now Embiid. 1:05 left in the fourth. No good from P. And Siakam has got the ball here for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. And Young kicks to Trent. Back to Young. Siakam trying to free himself up. No good on that one. Now the 76ers with it. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Trent passes to Young. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Thaddeus Young.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Back to Flynn. Fires from deep. And it's Reed pulling it down. Pass to Pete. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is